So rather than keep asking questions, and there's no end to these questions, find your own Nirvana. It's in you. These things, we want to learn these things almost from the place of the mind. You want to learn what's right and wrong so you can have almost like a manual for life. But you have to feel it, you have to get into the feel of it. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter if you have the best internet program, you cannot learn to swim from the internet. You see, you have to get in the water, you have to feel it. You cannot learn to swim from the internet. You see? So in the same way, you have to also, you cannot have a manual, this is right and wrong. There will be many people who will tell you, this is right, this is wrong, don't do this, don't do that. But after a while, you're going to have to leave that alone. You have to find and trust your own inner authority that comes from really dethroning your ego. From being your own inner prime minister, you have to dethrone this ego and find your natural center again, from where you know things. You see, the people come and they talk with me about these things, and they can ask me many times over years now. People come and they ask me different questions about relationships and life and all these things, and I say to them, you know what? I can keep trying to answer your questions, but it's never going to be good enough. You see. On the other hand, where you ask the questions from and where I answer the questions from, I'm answering from a place in my being that I am. And it's the same as you. And you can be in the state like I am. Not my state, it's the place. Okay? So if you are willing, I will show you that place in you. So you stop asking other people questions. I can help you to find the place in you where is the place you're asking from me. Because I exist in you as this. So rather than keep asking questions, and there's no end to these questions, find your own Nirvana. It's in you. Find your own Nirvana. Open your own book and you'll see that our answers will tally. They will correspond. They don't have to duplicate each other, but they will correspond in truth because we're coming from the same core. So for me, an intelligent person would say, hey, this is what I want then. Show me my own Nirvana. Don't just answer questions. Who is the one asking questions? He's going to ask questions all the time, more problems and so on. An intelligent person, when you hear these kind of questions, say, but wait a minute, he keeps on referring to this thing. Why does he keep on referring to this thing? Why don't I ever get bored of referring to this thing? So many thousands of people I've had the pleasure and I've had the grace to interact with them about these things. And I'm never bored to point this out to you. Because it's the truth. It's the only thing I want to talk about. You can produce, I looked on this internet and I see YouTube and I see they cover so many topics. If you want to make tadpoles, there's some place to show you how to produce tadpoles. You can have any kind of topic, okay? And this is the only topic I talk about. And human beings, they come because something brings them this time to hear about this topic. Who am I? I am the one who's perceiving all the other topics I can perceive. Am I a topic? And they want to look at this question. And I say, listen, not only can I tell you about an answer, which maybe you don't even accept my answer, and most of you don't accept my answer, but if there arises in you a desire to see the same place where I see, like you ask me your question and I see the answer inside my being, I feel it, it comes out. And it comes out not from my mind, it has an authority from which it comes. I'm putting you in touch with your own authority. And I'm never bored to do it. I'm only bored if you keep on wanting to keep using your mind. I said, okay, I don't want to talk with you anymore, you're tired. Yeah, but if you want to come from the same place, because this is where you are, your core is this. Is it possible to spend the rest of the existence in this body in total freedom, total peace, in joy, and in that intuitive knowing that you are eternal?